Welcome back to another video with me and my soul. Today we're going to address an issue that plagues many Kias and Hyundais, and that, my friends, is high oil consumption. Before we get into that, please do like this video, comment your year, make, and model of your car and how many miles you have, and also if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate that. Now let's get into it. So I did some research online, and there's a potential reason why these Kias and Hyundais are consuming so much oil, and that is due to this little valve. I know, crazy, right? This small valve can cause so much issues on your car. And what I read too is the recommendation is to swap this out every 30,000 miles. My car is on 111,000 miles, so that means that I technically should have done this almost 3 times already. Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna do it. It's gonna be a 5-minute job. As always, I got you, and let's do it. All right, with the PCV valve, you could have 10 other issues that are resulting in you having a bad valve. Items you're gonna need: PCV valve, some pliers, gloves, and a deep socket wrench. Since I don't have one, I'm gonna be using my pliers. All right, so first thing we're gonna do is pop this engine cover off. So with the engine cover off, we are going to mess with this little connection right here. This is where the PCV valve is, right up in there. So we're gonna use the pliers to pinch that, pull the hose back, unscrew this valve, put the new valve in. There's a clear difference between the two, so we're just going to test it out and see, and that's one way you can test to see if you also need to replace that valve. All right, here we go. All right, so most important thing that I just learned, the hose and this PCV valve, it was not coming off. It was all coming off together, so I have to actually turn it opposite direction to separate the hose from the valve, and then you can pull it off. So that's a fun fact to know. All right, so we're gonna move this out of the way. And again, because I don't have a socket wrench, because you know, what is my life? Never thought I'd be doing these videos, but hey, we're here. All right, so a lot of oil. So here's the old one. It's not moving nearly as freely. And this one, you can hear it sounds lighter, is moving way more smoothly. And here are the two together. All right, so we're gonna put the new one in. All right, so make sure it's on the thread that's in there. You should be able to finger screw it for a while. And then when you screw it in, if you use, you know, the proper tools, you don't want to over tighten it, because this is actually plastic that is screwing into, and you don't want to crack anything. So it's a couple turns once it's finger tight. All right, and then just pop the hose back on. That's how much easier it is to put back on. And then we're gonna put the clamps back on. And put it back where it was. And you can see by where the clamp used to be, so you can put it back where it was, no problem. All right, guys, so that is the video. You hear the difference between one PCV valve that is old and needs to be swapped out versus new. The old one is a little bit more heavier. in sound, it's like slowly moving versus the new one, it's more freely moving, kind of like our spirits really. A little deep dive there. But this is a super quick swap, very affordable. The part cost me 17 bucks. So it's something that you can do if you have just some pliers really, and gloves. Always wear gloves when you're dealing with cars. I recommend it. I will give you feedback as to whether, you know, this has helped my oil consumption issue. If you are not, and I say this again, please do like, comment your make and model of your car, and subscribe if you are not. I do appreciate any support when it comes to the page. It just also encourages me to make more videos of this so you can at least prolong your car as much as possible.